Hello you beautiful people and welcome back to Let's Play The Outer Worlds 2. We are still not on cleaning duty, but we have been, looting and stuff in the last episode. We still have a bit of bits and pieces here to do. We are gonna be, if I remember correctly, I wanted to clear that out and then we slowly take this way and go there before we do that stuff. That is, you guys, the plan. But first things first, there is still some stuff here I would like to loot and get, I am a looty dude. Okay. I think I'm gonna clear... yes, I know there... I know that there is the option to use the shield more smartly and stuff. Alright, back we are. Nothing happened. Time travel. I'm sorry, I'm kidding. We are gonna leave that field which I, by the way, overall already died 3 times off. Well, maybe not. I said that wrongly, right? Not directly because of the field, but because of the radiation poisoning. I could unlock that. Alright, falling back to Spiriton for several frigid and I am honest frightening months. These trenches have been my home. I've chipped at the water with my shaving kit each morning. I have dug a fresh lantern no less than weekly, and by the month I have cycled and recycled through our rations with such scheduled regularity that I can recite their upcoming order by heart. Yet, inexplicable, I will miss them. We have received orders to withdraw from this forward line and rally inside of Spiriton. There, I will have a warm bed, hot rations, and a roof to stop mortar fire. Yet, part of me will miss this place. It is possible to believe the war makes progress as you huddle meekly in a base. Yet, we must never doubt the sovereign's plans bear fruit, and if he, in his wisdom, says I am to be treated to 3 daily meals served by my plate by a ladle, then who am I to question? Oh yeah. But that looks like a heater, right? So it's at least not that cold. Okay, cool. Question is, as usual, was that really worth it, right? The investment of the cracking tools and stuff, But I think it was. Yes, that's what I just wanted to say. I bet I have looted because I went through or beneath ground. I have not looted up ground, so to say. Not up ground, but the top of the bridge. Okay, weird. I Well, did I just say weird because I have looted here when I actually... Okay, here I've been. But in the other area I physically, in the game at least, have not been. So that's the reason why there's still loot around. I just wanted to... I was just about to complain about past Psychic. But that would have been, as much as I hate him sometimes, quite weird, right? So we are going to be paying attention to mines, by the way. They still might be lurking around the mines, yes. Like this one. That we already have. Okay, cool. The reload is not mandatory, not utterly entirely necessary. But on the other hand, why not? Good, that was quite necessary. Okay, cool. We had action. Although, honestly, quite frankly, it might not be that bad to head over to a wizard I wanted. That was, why was the first thought in my brain to visit a wizard, right? I know, I meant to visit a medic and get healed up because of the healing, but to do something about the poisoning. Which obviously is not the best thing to have, right? Being poisoned. No matter the toxin. Okay, here is... Yes, you have loot. You have loot too. Cool, we are back on street. That's good, on the street. That's what I want to say. And with that, I at least again pay attention to mines. I hate mines. I mean, luckily, since I've never been in a war zone, I've never experienced the threat of mines, and I'm really, really happy and lucky. There, I know. Hideous invention, I have to admit. Now, up there, by the way, there are buildings. The question is why I'm actually doing this bit of detour here. The question is, am I able to get up there? If not, I'm just going to take a very quick look. If not, then I'm just going to, for now, accept that we ain't going to be able to get up there. And that is just fine and alright for me. I just have not yet truly paid attention how to get up there. There's a simple reason why, because I knew that there were still buildings on the minimap, if I'm entirely honest, but I thought that they were not on a plateau, but on, you know, plain ground. If that makes any sort of sense, but it doesn't seem that we are going to be able to, you know, just walk up there, which is, in my opinion at least, a bit weird. I would have at least thought that we would see a way up there, you know? Well, it doesn't seem so. Okay, it is what it is. Where I'm going, the direction I'm heading right now, on the other hand, ain't... It's not really off. It is semi the direction we take. You know, with every mine I explode, which I'm obviously doing on purpose, one other person is not getting hit, right? And maybe hurt. That's the reason why I'm doing this. For mankind, or for peoples, right? Okay, I was for a second hoping that there is gonna be a way up here. Yes, obviously. My nose is leading me to a unlooted body. Okay, that is the direction. Okay, I see. I accept. Then at a different stage, in a different time, we are gonna maybe find a way up there. Who knows? Who knows? But that is the way. Yes, this is gonna... That's a friendly deer, a friendly wildlife thingy. And this should lead us to a bridge. And to a way, which we will traverse. And then see. Okay, nice. We have a fast travel point now here too. Very good. So we can just, if we... As I said, I wanna go to a doctor. And get some medicine in. Can use that. I mean, it would have been... Some people, I guess, would have just now traveled to a doctor. And I guess that would have been smart. I am, on the other hand, not yet that entirely utterly certain if I already have met a doctor. I would just hope that we are going to have a doctor here, right? Who knows? We are going to find out at one point. There's got to be a doctor on this god-forsaken planet, shouldn't there? There is supposed to be a doctor here. Of that I am very certain. No matter what. The tank, right? Or a ship. Or maybe it's a tank ship, right? Whatever that is. I wouldn't know. Oh, hello.
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
So I'm gonna help you out, lady.
Thank you. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it. Vitals critical. Don't become a statistic, Commander. Personnel. You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Okay, I gotta be a bit careful. Okay, I was, first of all, obviously surprised that all of them little spidery mines came, right? And then I was surprised that there were two dudes with... The two... I'm gonna save, by the way, before we head out there again. Then I was surprised by the big dudes and I kinda engaged them at a weird spot with... Totally mentally not up for it by having not reloaded every weapon and stuff, you know. The engagement was not that smart. All, in my opinion, my mistake, by the way, as usual. I'm sitting here and playing. I was kind of surprised, you know. That was the main reason why I maybe did not really react accordingly. Ain't no excuse. Give me just a sec here. 8 completed. That is what we want to hear, right? Now I ain't gonna be... Let's actually take a look. Ah, okay.
Standing by to stupefy. Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Okay, that went way better, right?
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Because I would say that I did not, against the big dude, did not use the assault rifle first, but actually took them down on range. That's a good part with their very, very slow flying projectiles, that I could quite easily just dodge them, even though, yes, they did not truly, really heavily came close. It might have been something different if they would have come really, really close, which they luckily did not. But yes, difficulty in my opinion, by the way, if it counts, if it matters at all, it's actually gone up. I'm quite heavily, so to say heavily, noticing it. Surprisingly not complaining in this way. I'm not meaning, really not meaning this in a complaining way. Just notice that, probably, this is a trap, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe this hologram, you know, do you maybe remember the Mangler from a couple of episodes ago? There I was trapped by a hologram where I just picked up a container and then it woke up. Anyways, it is what it is.
Consumer, to Auntie's choice territory. The wonders of winter's grasp lay ahead, though do stay on the road. The ice caves conceal all manner of dangers. Hold that thought.
Maybe we've got a doctor here, right? That would be quite amazing.
Hayes! Hayes, can you hear me? I've no fair ideas of how to proceed, White. Nothing we do seems to garner the... Yes? Wait. Welcome, potential customer, to the majesty of Auntie's military might. Normally, I would be at your service, but I'm dealing with a situation here.
What seems to be the problem?
It's really none of your...
Sarge, maybe they can help. The two of us are certainly out of options.
And who'll pay them for the assistance? You?
Why don't you tell me the problem first, then we can discuss payment if it's warranted. He's right, my system comes at a high price. No, first one.
Very well. The issue is our compatriot, Trooper Hayes. He seems to have some kind of break or shock to the head, and he's, well...
Same sucker, bad habit blocker. It tracks every movement like a hunting death stalker. Try a gross habit, it sucks natty bits. This flogger's a stopper, you just can't brush off her.
He's that.
Ever since the attack last night, he's been unresponsive and communicating only in jingles. At first I thought it might be some manner of marketing ploy, but it seems permanent.
Was he hurt?
The artillery bombardment was particularly heavy last night before the assault began, and the rounds shook the ground so badly that our lantern flew off its hook on the wall. Hayes put his hands over his ears, lay feet on the ground, and after the only thing that had come from his mouth were jingles, Old archaic jingles, ones I haven't heard in years. We must rouse him back to sanity. He's their sole earner, and should he be discharged, just the cost of his family's lodgings on the claim is more than enough to bankrupt them.
Wait a tick. He's in shock. Ah, wait, I've seen this before. He's in shock. Any idea why he's picking these particular jingles?
Yes. Well, maybe. They're the kind of sales roles you take when you're young, before you reach an age to become a real earner.
So he regressed back to his childhood, then he's likely needs professional help.
Sadly, you're probably right. We'll try and get him back to base and hope there's enough in his account to cover psychodesectification. Thank you for trying to help.
Can we do anything yet?
I'm sorry, but we just can't conduct business at the moment.
Okay, was not sure, maybe I thought I could go through the conversation again.
Take it up with the head office.
Anyways.
Has anyone seen Jack? He was patrolling the...
Your allotted time to impress me has already expired.
Can't help you. Sorry.
Don't be. Okay, clinic chem set. This chemical formulator seems to have been prepped with everything to create a trauma kit, but it's missing some components that we already had. That's good. We are quite poisoned. And I think this, yes, that goes away then. That's nice. Yes, we have used the auto dock here, but it is what it is. That then maybe helps us out not to... Well, it definitely helps out with that. We don't need to teleport back right into town to see a real doctor. Oh, well. Yeah, well, first of all, that's true to see a real doctor. Second of all, to pay for medication, right? That's actually the proper thing I wanted to say, even though it not really came out, but it is what it is. Sometimes words you want to say don't come out how you intend them. That is life. That is part of...
Reinforcements. Detecting assaulted so quickly, we couldn't even begin to respond.
50-bit says that plan came from the archive itself. Their field movements have been shockingly well coordinated since they locked us out of that damn machine.
Yeah, whatever, you guys. Whatever. I steal that.
Making more money.
So, I actually really was expecting quest, sub-quest stuff here.
Take whatever business you're running elsewhere.
But, okay, I don't want to complain, actually. I am, on the other hand, truly not really known for complaining. That's not what I do. I'm kidding. I sometimes do like to complain. It's part of my DNA, right? So there's a little house here, which we can luckily open up, the door at least. Oh, hello. Okay, that was just snow. Okay, I for a second thought that I would be shot at by some animal in the background. See, and this is sometimes what I don't get, right? We sometimes have them chests where we find okay stuff, but we need lockpicks and stuff for. So we need to, so to say, pay. And with this card, where we get, you know, attributes, it's for free. So to say. Okay, journal, final resignation. Journal entry 1. I'm trapped inside a standard issue anti-choice pre-constructed domicile. No matter, they all have safe and reliable emergency release mechanisms for the window. Journal entry 2, the safety mechanism failed catastrophically. I'm feeling a bit faint from blood loss. Also very cold, the heating has failed. No matter, I have a standard issue anti-choice fire kit. Journal entry 3, that didn't work. Fire got completely out of control. I've suffered several burns and almost burned the place down. I have to try hacking the ceiling panel. I just need to pile up the standard sized anti-choice crates. Journal entry 4. The crates collapsed. My back is broken. Maybe I can pry the door open with the crate pieces. If I can get my arm out, the safety mechanism should stop it from closing. Journal entry 5. Writing with one arm is difficult, but it must be said, cheap quantities not in fact better than reliable quality. Why my dying breath? With my dying breath, I quit. I die a free man. Up yours, anti ass. The ass thingy was obviously not on. Oh, there's the arm and this hatchling. Oh, okay, I see. Now what is all the story makes sense, right? Okay, that is where it burned and stuff. Okay. Yeah, sorry that I don't know why my brain suddenly... Because that's what he intended to say with ass, right? Okay, anyways. It is what it is. This is on the other hand the funny part. Well, not the funny part. All the little stories here I do like, I have to admit. And he he was diced. He actually died so close. There is help around, right? Died. Quite frankly, so close to help. Why have I not seen this before? Have I? Yeah, I think I did I? I don't know. Ain't nothing important here, right? Nope, not living, but there's something living there in the background, right? 1000 HP it has. Yeah, give me a sec, you guys. I was under the impression that it was not tamed. That was stupid. Yes, I know that the health bar was... The name was displayed. So that was actually kinda different. Why did I even freaking shoot? Shame on me. Sometimes... Okay, we are... Okay, good. Guys, that's actually... I see I'm overplayed, right? That brings us then to the end of today's episode. I am gonna lay it into...
Switch and hold down the blue button for 3 seconds to arm it.
Wait a tick. Earlier you told me it was the red button.
No, you idiot. It was definitely the blue one.
Boyd, I swear, if this blows up... Oh, you...
Purificator at ready status.
I helped. Are there more enemies?
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it
There
discharges.
it is, right?
You've suffered extensive damage, Commander.
But now it's gone. Cool. We helped. That's a good part. And now we receive what we are supposed to receive. Okay, cool. Nice. So, we even have a bit of action here. Guys, that is then right now actually already gonna bring us to the end of today's episode. We will actually then gonna be going in... Yeah, that's too late, boy. In the next episode, or actually future Psychic will see what he's gonna do. Either this actually on the back there. Let's see. Guys, that ends the end of today's episode, and you know it, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed today's episode, then please give me a little tinsy thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty. Bye.